that it could fly. Even the egg of a butterfly. You see, we are more like butterflies than we may realize. Yes, without 3 paired legs, paired and decorated wings, paired antennas, same peers and parents apparently, but our metamorphosis into greatness still is no instant noodle. It's more like afang soup and fufu. There's a process. But levitation, flight is possible. But friends, coming out of the shadows of Shell with flying colors dancing like Chris Dance or a ballerina in the air doesn't happen overnight. It happens over nights, over days, over blood, sweat and tears. Moments when your spirit had to force your body to move even when your soul didn't feel like moving on. Clips when your courage is clipped, your vision eclipsed by darkness, your hope amnesty can't remember the color of light at the end of the tunnel. When the brightness of success is far-fetched, thirsty for growth, but giving up felt like oasis. This metamorphosis proceeds at those times when you keep giving it your all, even when it seems like it will not be enough for all its worth. When all around you, everyone had sold themselves short, but you kept your values no matter the cost. When they sold themselves short with no receipt, when you failed and did receipt, when your spine hurt from standing for the truth that you believe in because you refuse to slouch on deceit. You see, growth is in stages, and each stage of growth takes time and is for a different goal. Growth is not that technical junction to Atimbo Road. Ask me why. Because we don't bypass the stage and think that will make it home and home. And just in case you are one of those people that like passing through people's verandas and backyards, just know that there's no shortcut on Nkoro Road to grow. But there may be VIOs, there may be DOPT, road safety, 100 Mari on that road. And the road may as well be a spaghetti flyover or a super highway. And the road may have more pots than your kitchen doors. But growth is never a dead-ended road. And destiny is not destitute to be just a designated destination. Like a wise man once said, there is always a place called there. So, unlike the butterflies, but just like the butterflies, we don't start off as imigos. We start off as eggs, shells, with so much to learn, unlearn, and relearn, a long way to go. Growth is not a dead-ended road. You see, egg is a place of fantasy, wishes, and big dreams. Egg is an alternate universe that gives a whole new meaning to Z world. You can call it Z's world. Extraordinary. Because egg is the place of sleep. But it's okay to dream, but those who stay too long in their eggshells may be walking on eggshells. Breaking too easily, never taking responsibility, always shifting blame. They shift blame like they're observing social distance. You see, they are not too eager to leave their comfort zone until it becomes a discomfort zone. But just note that a shell today could be a coffin tomorrow. And perhaps you've worked so hard on yourself and it seems like you're not making any progress. You begin to look down on the king in you. But if you could look closely enough at the egg of you, monarch butterfly, you see that you've actually come a long way. You'd actually notice a tiny wingless worm-likeness growing on your inside. The larva, the caterpillar. It doesn't fly yet, but hey, just because you've hatched doesn't mean you're ready to fly. You need more time. And every wing is worth celebrating. You see, growth for the caterpillar is not measured by how high it takes flight, but by the shedding of outgrown skin for several times until it develops the pupa, a higher level of growth requiring a higher level of wisdom. You see, from outside the pupa, the caterpillar may appear to be resting, but inside the cocoon of the chrysalis, inside is where all the action is. this is the part people don't see. The part that matters most. This is the makeover sessions that maintains the graceful appeal that is seen and loved on the surface. This is Arabia for Paul of Tarsus. This is upper room for the apostles. This is dressing room for the artists. This is the desert for John the Baptist. This is locker room for soccer teams. You see, the internal mechanics of growth may not appear attractive if it appears at all. So the people may not be celebrated. But celebration isn't the goal of the people. Its preparation is the rapid changes, the submission to mentorship, the building of relevant relationship, learning to be led by the Spirit until that time comes again when you have to leave the familiar. Because, pilgrim, it isn't a journey if you aren't moving. I mean, what's the use of developing wings if you aren't flying? Humanity is on the edge. God calls you his battle axe. Tell me, what's the battle axe without the cutting edge? Dear butterfly, before you leave your mark, fly.